Division 4, Sligo against Wicklow. So I'm coming to you for this one first, Matthew. This game, of course, between two sides that it's safe to say in Division 4 bounced back from defeats, bounced back from bumps in the road really, really well. Do you think Sligo's league campaign started off with a 6-point defeat at home to Laois, and since then they've been flawless, really?
They have been. And even look at how Sligo put away teams. They've been absolutely incredible. Like they beat Wicklow, let's not forget, a match day 2 by 6 points, 18 points to 12. And what I noticed about this Sligo team, they score a lot of points on the board. They don't necessarily score goals. As per se, they scored 5 goals in 7 games, but 105 points in 7 games as well. That's an incredible scoring statistic there. You have Pat Spillane, who scored 210 from play, Sean Carabine, who's hitting them from left, right, and centre. Like, they really have blitzed teams in the last few weeks. They blitzed Waterford, London, like it was a comfortable win there. Wexford, despite Wexford getting 3 goals, Sligo scored 120 themselves, which is good enough to win any game there. Carlow did pretty well there. Leitrim, they got the points at the right times to get them over the line. And even last year, Sligo were hitting the lights out with points. Like, I remember, I'm not sure of the exact score against Carlow last year in the league, but I think they scored 28 points. Correct me if I'm wrong now, but that was an incredible scoring statistic there as well. So Sligo have done this under Tony McAtee for the last 2 seasons. They've been incredible in front of the goal. They've been very good, very compact defensively since the Laois game. They conceded 2 goals against Laois, sloppily enough, but they conceded 3 against Wexford. But they've only conceded goals against Laois, Wexford, and Leitrim. That's 3 games. In the other 4 games, they conceded no goals, especially in the one in Auckland. They conceded no goals either. And we talk about Wicklow in a minute, but Wicklow are a goal-getting team. So that'll be crucial for Sligo to keep those goals out. If they could do that, I think they'll win this game. And they have some very good forwards. Definitely delighted to go out and watch them on Saturday night.
Yeah, no, without doubt. I think, obviously, Luke, it's a great point that Matthew made, bringing up how many points Sligo have scored, 105. Wicklow, on the other hand, as mentioned, has scored only 86 points. They have scored 9 goals, though. And I think, is it a fair statement to say that if Wicklow are going to win this game, they have to score at least 2, maybe 3 goals?
Yeah, look, I think so. And that's you look at results recently as well. I think it is leaning towards Sligo that, especially up in Croke Park as well. Sligo, I think, are a side that would suit it better as well. You look at the forwards that they haven't displayed. You compare the forwards to the 2 teams as well, and that it does look like that Sligo will be scoring as well. And that's the thing, is that I do fear for Wicklow with the matchup a little bit as well. I know we talked about there the 6-point turnaround scoreline the previous game as well, but you look at the 2 cornerbacks that Sligo have as well. Really impressed with Mullen at cornerback as well. Watched a good bit of him in Sigerson Cup as well playing. He kind of played out wing forward for NUIG a lot more, but he's a very, very good man marker. And then Lyons in the other corner as well. They just have a very, very solid back line as well. So that's the thing, is I think Wicklow will struggle to get goals. They beat Waterford the last day by 6 points. Waterford are probably the worst team in Ireland at the moment as well. So it's not exactly like they've got themselves promoted, and I don't think many would have backed Oisin McConville in his first year to get them promoted straight away. So look, I think they've just had an absolutely brilliant league campaign, but I would fear for them a little bit at the weekend. I think that Sligo in a wide open pitch in Croker could turn it on a little bit. And I think, look, when you have to deal with forwards like Carabine, Niall Murphy as well, and then look, you Spillane in around there as well, that they just seem to have huge talent in that Sligo team. So I do think that this is probably the game that I find easiest to predict at the weekend.
Yeah, so Sligo all around, lads. Is that what we're going with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with Sligo as well. I just think their point scoring, I'm expecting them to score at least 18 points. And I don't know if Wicklow will be able to get the goals that they need to get in this game. So I am going to go with Sligo, but if Wicklow pull it off, it would be one hell of a victory. And obviously the rivalry between Oisin McConville and Tony McEntee on the sideline, 2 Armagh men. And when you look at McGeeney with Armagh, you wonder, are they eyeing up that job?